Welcome to MTI TV and our special edition on subfloor preparation for self-levelers. I'm Dan Marvin, the Director of Technical Services for Mapei, and I'm here with my good friend Sam Biondo, our National Technical Presenter.
Dan, I'm excited to be here to talk about self-levelers. They are a fast and economical way to prepare your subfloor and make sure that it's flat. With a little bit of practice, pretty much anyone can do it.
Sam, no matter what flooring you're installing, the key is to start with a sound, flat substrate. Self-leveling underlayments seem like the perfect solution, so when would you use a self-leveling underlayment?
Traditionally, subfloor preparation has used patches and skim coats, sometimes multiple layers. This can take a long time and requires a lot of practice, and the end result is you don't get that super flat floor. In comparison, self-levelers cover large areas, quick and easy. They're good for underfloors that telegraph through, and is great for large format tiles.
What kind of substrates can self-leveling underlayments be applied to?
All types, including concrete, wood, metal, existing well-bonded flooring, but they must be properly prepared and primed.
So I know that surface preparation is important. Let's pick one out of your list. How do you prepare, say, a concrete floor for a self-leveler?
So typically you shot blast a concrete floor. This gives it a texture or a grip. However, there are lower prep options, and we'll take a look at going over those a little bit later on.
I know for plywood that you have to deal kind of with that flex of the wood, so how do you prep for a plywood subfloor?
So with that flex, we recommend using a plastic or metal lath. This will reinforce the floor, preventing that flex. And it's layer system of leveler, lath, and then leveler.
Okay, and then finally, how about over existing floors?
Ceramic or vinyl composite must be clean and free of waxes, finish, bond breakers. Highly polished surfaces, they must be abraded to create a texture, but in all cases, you need to use a primer.
So tell us a little bit more about primers, Sam. What do they do?
Well, they promote a bond to the substrate. They minimize air bubbles for that flat, smooth surface that you're looking for, and they prevent the moisture from being pulled out of the leveler too early.
Why do we have multiple primers in our line?
Well, it really depends on what type of surface you're going over. Our basic acrylic latex primers for very porous subfloors. High performance primers are for non-porous subfloors, except metal. With metal, I want to use 100% solids epoxy. That also helps consolidate porous concrete. And then there's a water-based epoxy primer. That's a cost-effective solution for a variety of substrates.
And how are the primers typically applied?
It's pretty easy. 1/4-inch nap roller, or in some cases you want to go ahead and use a broom and just standard push broom and push it onto the subfloor.
Sam, can you talk to us a little bit about one of our newer primers, the Prim Grip? Is this going to be a good choice for self-leveling underlayment?
Yeah, it is. This is our new Rockstar primer. Prim Grip can be used as a primer under all Mapei self-levelers. It has a built-in aggregate to ensure that I get an aggressive bond between the primer and the leveler. And if you cannot abrade or shot blast, this is the product you want to use here. Due to power issues, noise, indoor air quality issues, this is the primer you want to go with.
I have to admit that primers are still a little confusing, so where can an installer go to make sure that they're selecting the correct primer?
Well, first off, you can go to the technical data sheet, you can go to the Mapei app, or you can look on any of the packaging, find the 1-800 number, and call Technical Service Department.
All right, so we've discussed profiling and priming. Is there anything else that we're going to need to know before we start pouring our leveler?
You got to remember, self-levelers are fluid. You need to seal the holes with taper foam and protect the walls from it flowing underneath. You also want to turn off the HVA system, and you want to protect from draft.
Sam, thank you for a great background on subfloor prep and primers for self-levelers. I know I'm looking forward to our next installment where we learn how to mix, pour, and finish a self-leveling project. This is Dan Marvin.
And I'm Sam Biondo.
We'd like to thank you for watching this presentation of MTI TV on subfloor preparation for self-leveling underlayments. Be sure to check back in at www.mapei.com for more information-packed videos on Mapei installation products.